National Hospital Week, a time where we celebrate our entire Johns Hopkins family. And the theme for National Hospital Week this year is Inspiring Hope Through Healing. I must say that captures perfectly the incredible clinical care you've delivered over the past year. But when I think about what makes Hopkins special, it certainly is your compassion, your caring, your drive to excellence, that outstanding care, but it's more than that. It's those small moments, those personal interactions, those stories we have that really make us special. But don't just take it from me. We asked several of you for your thoughts on what makes Hopkins special.
One of the things that I really love about Hopkins is how easy it is to get to know and to get close to people that work here. So every morning that I walk over the bridge, I look to my right and I see Miss Sarah and her smile and her personalized greeting to me in the morning that really just makes every day so much easier.
When I think about Hopkins and what makes it special, I think about the staff that work here. I'll never forget the first time I saw a staff member pay for someone's meal that couldn't afford it. It was something that meant a lot to me because that was a sense of community and caring that makes Johns Hopkins what it is.
I was in the ICU one day and I heard some beautiful keyboard music playing. And it was actually one of our patients who had COVID, and we didn't know from day to day how he was going to do. But it was amazing to see him sitting up in bed playing the keyboard for his family on Zoom and for all the staff. We realized all the hard work, the extra hours, everything that we had put in was worth it because we gave this man a second chance at life that we didn't know he was going to get. So it was truly magical.
What makes Hopkins so special to me is the patients that come from all over the world, patients from California, Alabama, out of the country. These are things that can't be done anywhere else. And that moment when the baby arrives and that burly 6'6" man that has said only a few words his entire stay bursts out into tears, that's a moment that you can never take away, and it's like nothing else.
One of my favorite places is to walk by the Heritage Walk, which is just outside the Cobblestone Cafe. I get to see the history, what those before us, as well as those who are still here today, and the impact that they've had on the lives of so many people around us, including my own family. I'm not only an employee here of 20 years in the hospital, I'm also a patient. Just coming out of surgery a couple weeks ago here at Johns Hopkins, and just knowing what our predecessors have done here and to be a part of that is just a great feeling for me, and it's inspiring.
Despite the challenges and the stressful environment that we work in, we're always able to find a way to have fun. From times of tying lab coats together and sticking culture plates into them to play pranks on different areas of the lab. Honestly, I don't know how we would have gotten through the past year or really any other years without being able to be ourselves and have fun while we're here working together. To me, that's one of the most important values that we have.
Who could imagine that a mask would be so important in 2020? The shield that we're using in the hospital, we didn't make them here at Hopkins, but the people working at the main warehouse, they had to manufacture something to protect the staff from everything that was going on. But that was part of innovation, because I never imagined that we Hopkins can make something quick and then go, because we usually go to vendors. But this time it was employees from Hopkins who got together and make those masks for us. Great innovation. I will never forget that year 2020.
I come back a lot to a memory from around the holidays. I work on a new service in the hospital, the substance use disorder service. And our director, Raz Stewart, she wanted to do something to bring, our big team of peer recovery coaches and physicians and nurses and pharmacists together. And so she had this idea to get everyone a jacket that said addiction medicine. And she picked bright purple because that's the color of overdose awareness. And so now every time, we're walking around, we see these bright purple jackets, and it really helps with the sense of unity, especially on our new team.
So as part of my role as a child life specialist here at Hopkins is I accompany patients to tests and procedures in different parts of the hospital. So obviously these are things that are scary for patients, and it makes it scarier when they're in different parts of the hospital that are unfamiliar to them. It's just amazing to me that the lengths they'll go through to accommodate these children. At times, we've all been singing along to Frozen to make this a better experience for the patients. And it's just heartwarming when I leave to know that this experience was, made so much better by the people that were willing to pitch in and do whatever they needed to do to make it better for the patient.
The story that will always stick out to me in my 18 years of being a security officer is helping the children during Halloween. The sick children cannot go out, of course, so they have the employees to dress up and hand out candy and talk to them and make them smile and make them feel good like if they were at home. To see the smile on those kids' faces is so touching. It reminds me of why I'm here every day and my purpose of being here every day.
These reflections that we just heard are some of the ingredients that really make Hopkins special, that really make that Hopkins recipe. And like any good recipe, we should write it down and keep it for the next generation. So I'm going to start and add the first ingredient, teamwork.
My ingredient is unity.
My ingredient is dedication.
And my ingredient is commitment.
I'd add sincerity.
I'm adding innovation to the pot.
The most important ingredient I can add is humility.
My ingredient is hope.
The most important ingredient, besides salt, is community.
I'm going to add humor.
My ingredient is gratitude.